Welcome back to Ohio, everybody. Episode 18. We got our amazing corn growing down here. Just coming up already. Very nice. We do have some weeds we got to take care of so they don't wreck our crop. But before we do that, our chickens are in dire need of some food, so we don't want to advance another month without them having food, or we're going to start losing out on some profits. There is wheat in this other bin, I noticed, so let's go ahead and get under this side. Drop it down a little bit more too, so we're closer to the units. There we go. Yeah, there's 2,470 liters of wheat in there, and there's 1,000 over here. Because I remember that was when we couldn't get it all in on top there, so we'll go ahead and use this up, or try to use it up. It'll take a while to use it up. It's probably not worth selling. I think our barley is going to be ready to harvest on 22 next month, which we'll probably do in this episode, because the only thing we have to do right now is spray for our weeds. So grab another load. There we go. I'm not gonna quite use this all, but that's fine. Yeah, once we get 22 harvested, we'll be able to sell it, because there's no point in keeping 22. I didn't want to keep running over there for that little bit of field, and we can actually go ahead and we'll purchase this other field back here, but we'll wait for the canola to get done. This will be ready in July, I believe. Let's check. Yeah, July should be ready to go, so we want to make sure we grab that before they harvest it. That'll be our free harvest. Of course, it's only 64% expected yield, because I'm sure they didn't take care of it very well. Alright, let's go ahead and get the sprayer hooked up. And then we'll go ahead and tackle one here. Suppose we should check the sales before we get going, just to see what we got in the sales. We don't want to lose our opportunity for something. Yeah, that's a little low on horsepower. Definitely want to get the bigger equipment on this playthrough, so we're just going to hold out and see what else we can get. I wish that good spot sprayer would come up. That one Kubota one is what we need, and then we could definitely use that. That'll save us a lot of chemical. I still haven't completely decided which way I want to go for this playthrough. Do we stick with herbicide spot spraying, which it probably wouldn't cost us that much, or do we just go ahead and get the weeder? Which, that big weeder, would probably want to get the one that you'd have to have the like over 300 horse eventually, because we're going to start getting these bigger fields. We want to be able to tackle all of it, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we could always just start with a spot sprayer, and if we decide to go to a weeder later. Once we get spot spraying on, we're not losing a whole lot of chemical. Right now we're just kind of burning through it. Probably have to refill this before we finish this field out. Alright, just trying to save a little bit on our herbicide here, so I wanted to make sure we could make it. So surprisingly, we actually made it through the whole field without having to refuel, or refill, I should say, refuel. We'll fill it back up here before we put it away. See if we can finish off that tote. Oh, that planter's in the way. Alright, we move the tote to the front. That way we don't have to worry about... There it goes. That's all the tote there, so have to make a decision on kind of what we want to do. If we're going to go with a weeder, doesn't make sense to buy anymore. But we're definitely not ready for that yet, but we're going to have to figure it out soon because we're going to have to plant those other fields fairly soon. Okay, so that's what we want to do. Let's see. We're going to get prepped up for our harvest over on 22. That's barley. I'm trying to figure out what we're going to need. We're going to need the header and the wagons. I think we'll just bring them both, I guess. I don't think the harvest is going to be that big, but it's not that hard to leave these two connected, I guess. Grass is coming up. I think another... Well, at least one more growth stage, I think. That might get us there. Then we can get that baler. And we can try out that new harvest style. Guess what we'll do is just leave this right here. We'll put the header on the international. Or actually, we could probably take... Yeah, let's take the 4320, I think. Kind of getting where I don't really want to use the international because it just struggles so much. Probably should sell it and trade it in and get something different. How much is it even worth? Let's check. Oh, 33,000. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Yeah, we might just actually get rid of that one. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so we got the wagons, the header. Then I'll have to take down the harvester itself, which is in the shed. We washed it up. Okay, so I think one on the left here. We'll need the auger switched around so we can fill it. We'll keep it all to the same with the one with barley. Unless we get lucky and an auger comes up in the sales, but... Alright, that should work. Alright, welcome to June, everybody. It is 6 in the morning and we got a nice sunrise here. Chickens are doing very well. Almost have a full pallet. Food looks good. So unfortunately, it looks like 22 is still not ready to harvest yet. I thought that was going to be ready for today, but it's not. We actually ended up planning it a month late. I didn't remember that. So I think our canola is going to be ready to rock and roll too. Which if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and buy 5 before they do that, but we'll wait till we advance. Everything else should be good to go for this month, I think. Let's check the grass and see how we're doing with that. Ah! Okay, so the grass is actually ready to harvest. That is the last growth stage, so we could actually go ahead and get these done with and then get them baled. We have to buy that baler then, so that's actually going to be an exciting episode after all. I just didn't plan on it going this direction. So is anything in the sales? This would be nice to get because I kind of wanted to switch to a truck eventually. It holds 51. Yeah, it's very tempting to get that, but then we're going to have to deal with having a underfill for the augers, so that's another expense. Maybe down the line later we might consider that. Let's go ahead and get that baler purchased. Baler, the go wheel, and we wanted to get the one that does 150. That's this guy right here. Let's see what we can customize. Be nice to use this. So we got wrapper design standard. Or with bale on end turn. We want bale on end turn, so that's another 2,000. And then silage additive. Actually, it'd be important to have that too, I think, so we can get some more out of the bales. So let's go ahead and buy that. We're gonna have to get a pallet we should probably bring the pickup truck down as well. Foil color, let's just do white. How about that? Then we know which is which. Can always change it later, I suppose. Okay, so let's go ahead and buy that. 263,500. Little dent to the bank. Ooh, yeah, that's bigger than I thought that we were gonna hit. Silage additive, buy. Almost 3,000 for that. Now the question is, can we actually purchase? Do we got enough for the field? No, we don't. It's 168. We only have 135. See how quickly that went? Oh, but next month is July, and we have a sale of soybeans that'll give us over 100,000. So there we go. So that'll fix it. All right, let's get we'll take the John Deere down there to get that. And we're gonna need the pickup truck as well. So he's on his way. We'll grab the pickup truck. All right. Down to the shop we go. One thing I kind of forgot to do is check the power requirements on that baler. I hope 120 easily. Yeah, good. I'm just gonna lose sleep over that one. All right, the baler is right, or the silage additive's right there. I can't fill it up until, well, actually, we might be able to hook the truck up to this, and then we can at least fill the silage additive up. Yes, we can. Actually, I don't even think I have to worry about taking it back. I think it's going to use the whole pallet. In that case, we didn't need to bring the truck down here. I wonder if the truck could pull this, though. I think what we're going to do is, since we're here, is we'll just buy some more additive and fill it up. Keep it on coming. And we won't have to worry about it. And another. I don't know how crazy I want to go. It's taking quite a bit. Maybe we'll just do one more. Could have bought like an auger for what we spent on silage additive. We could always get more later. Oh, here comes the tractor. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for now. I think we could actually use this to take this back. We didn't need to bring the tractor down here. How is it when I get out on the... Ooh, yeah, okay, yeah. It's a little light in front. I guess it's a good thing we brought the tractor then. Okay. Let me send the truck back on a worker then. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll get this baler hooked up, bring her back home, and we get to try this thing out today. I'm so excited. It's kind of been waiting since the beginning of the series to be able to try this thing out. It's quite long, but I think it's going to streamline our working process. Here's a shot of the corn coming the other direction. Coming up nicely. All sprayed, looking good. Yeah, this is quite the contraption. I think it's gonna... Whew. Definitely spend some money on her too, that's for sure. Alright, so I think what we want to do is get this set up right in front of our shed there. I can't remember if it flips off to the left or the right. I think it's the left. So we gotta turn around. Actually, that'll work perfect because we'll be angled, I think, exactly. Actually, let's unfold it once so I can check. See which way it goes here. Wow, look at that. That's quite the contraption there. So it's hard to tell which way it's gonna flip. Okay. Alright, it's gonna flip out. Yeah, so that should work good. Alright, let's fold it back up now. There we go. So we'll get her turned around here. And I think we could just leave this thing right in front of our shed until we're ready to sell bales again, which won't be until January. If we get this in here in the right spot, it's gonna be nice. It'll save us a lot of trouble. Okay, so something like this, I think. On fold. Yes. Finally got this thing after how many years of work. Nice and big. Alright, so we can just leave that hooked up. Let's double check our settings. We want to change the bale size. Yep, 150. Automatic drop is on. Alright, I think it should be ready to rock and roll. So what we want to do is we'll get the hay bine off on a worker. So we can get going on these. Make some nice long rows for us. There we go. Ooh. I think that pickup's causing an issue again. So I don't know if we have to keep attaching it before we start. Yeah, see, now it works. That's really weird. Alright. So what we'll do is grab the new... Well, it ain't new, but it's been sitting here for long. This harvester with the forged pickup on it. We get to try this baby out for the first time. Let's fire it up. Pretty expensive piece of equipment. Oh, this actually takes some silage additive too. Ooh, yeah, we're wedged in the corner here. Alright, I don't want to get too rough there. I think what we can do is actually hook our wagon up behind this thing. This nice piece of equipment sitting in the shed. I haven't used it yet. Finally get to use it. So it's exciting. I think what we'll do is get, yeah, we really should get some silage additive for this. But let's go ahead and grab a little bit so we can make sure that this baler works before we get too crazy here on fold. And then we'll have to pipe out. Okay. Start it up, throw it down. And in we go. That hitter is like kind of low to the ground. It almost felt like it was dragging a little bit. But there is wheels on the front of it. Maybe we'll do one row down, one row back, and then we'll see how good the baler works. Make sure it works. Hope it works. And then we should go run and get some silage additive. We'll also be able to do our corn silage like this. We'll have to make sure we do the harvest before it's actually ready. So we have to keep an eye on that. And then we can make corn silage out of that. And get those other bales. Kind of exciting, because I've never really done a whole lot of, well, corn silage in general in Farm Sim, but also the bales is the first time I'll be able to make the bales out of it. The best thing about this is we don't have to stop either. We always have to stop to let a bale out. Well, we can just keep on going and fill our wagon up. I don't know how much that hopper holds, though. Be interesting if it takes the whole wagon or not, but yeah, we got to get some silage additive. So let's go ahead and stop after this row. Alright, let's try this thing out. I'm real excited here. Should get a dump signal. There we go. And off we go. We get filled up. Looks like it took most of it. We actually got to start it up. In here, PTO. There we go. And we can actually look at the diagram, I think, if we have this open. Yeah, and it's taking it. This is exciting. Okay. 5,500. Here comes the first bale. Oh, stop. We gotta stop. It didn't wrap for whatever reason. Alright, so we got her moved out a little bit. I think that should be good. Let's go ahead and turn it back on and see what happens. This is kind of nice. I like it. The wrapper is on, right? Turn baler off, bale size. It should just automatically wrap. There we go. Look at that. Hopefully it goes into the shed though. Should automatic drop on. There we go. Look at that. It worked. Now we got one bale back there that's not wrapped. And I don't think I can just set it up here either. Alright. I love it. I love it a lot. Okay. Let's go and get that silage additive. We'll just get this turned out of the way and get it ready to... Ooh! Don't hit that. Get it ready to go here. I think we'll use that new Kubota that's been sitting there, get these loaded. So let's get, like I said, probably at least 3. I will just go with that. Fold that down. Alright, let's grab the skid steer. Again, we made a little complaint about the New Holland they had. Now they got this nice Kubota with the weights. So we shouldn't go tipping on us. Alright. It's the last one here. Park this Kubota back in the spot. So anyone else can use it. And we shall run this over to our harvester. Alright, I've just been informed that the worker has completed the cutting of the hay there. Ooh. Coming in here way too fast and wrecking our corn. Ooh. Gotta be more careful than that. Alright, we'll just drive this right up to our harvester. Should be able to get close enough here, I think. I don't know how much it's gonna take. Oops. Better start it back up here. Alright. Let's just set it a little closer. Guess we almost gotta run it over. Actually, it looks like this will fill up pretty quickly. It's not even gonna take it all. Okay, well, then we got some extra later for our go wheel or whatever we want to use these on. Alright, now we should be able to get a little bit more silage, or yeah, I guess that would be silage after it's done, but grass out of this. Now that we got the treatment. What I think we're gonna do, we have that other field we need to tackle yet too. So originally I was gonna take the auto stack and the round baler down there, but we're gonna have to take 2 tractors to do that. So what I think we're gonna do is send this down there, and the hay bind will just hit it real quick and then bring it back up here. It should all fit, I think, in the wagon here. So let's give that a shot. We'll send this down on a worker. Okay. Yeah, we're having quite the challenge here. I don't know why this... It seems like the steering in this hay-bind is extra goofy today. I don't know why. I don't remember it ever steering, like oversteering, understeering. I think we'll go with that. It's not the nicest job, but it'll get us started. I hope we get... I think we can get all this on the wagon, if I'm not mistaken. I hope. Alright, we just got the last pass here. We could probably get those little stragglers there too. We're actually at 73% right now. Got a little more out of here than I thought we would have. It must be thanks to that silage additive. Yeah, we definitely didn't want to miss this. This thing hauls. We're going 25 miles an hour. Pretty good. Yeah, so it would be nice to get a tractor soon, but before we get the tractor, I want to get that field purchased. We want another auger wagon, and then we want that seed treatment with our silo for seeds. That all has to come before we get another tractor. Unfortunately, but we've got to do what we got to do. After this year, we should have a lot. We could easily do it, you know, after this year. Especially after we're going to sell that soybeans here next month. We're going to have a busy month next month. We got the soybeans to do. The sell, right? We'll probably do those right away. Might have to turn the time down because that canola is going to be ready, but we also need to get our barley picked, and then we'll sell that field that's 22, that small field there. There's no point in keeping that at this point. We'll start moving on here. Okay, so I guess this automatically unloads. Just got to get close enough here, and then get on it, and then dump, and it'll add more when it needs it. Quite a bit in there. That probably would have been nice to have these just wrapped down at the other field. I suppose we could have stole the John Deere and brought that stuff down there. Maybe we'll do that next time. It'll take us, what, another load maybe to bring these down there? Yeah, there's not enough for another one there. So that's what we'll be at. It's like last bale right here, I think. And bam. So we ended up with 37 bales today. That one was unwrapped, unfortunately, but yeah, not bad. So I'm glad we got this. Alright, thanks you guys so much for watching, and we will see you on the next one.